Hi, I'm Dan from Untitled Property, and today we're going to be talking a bit about condensation. But before we go to that, I want to strike back to a video we did a few weeks ago, which was about the improving HMO conditions in Brighton. And the house that we're in today on location is a real good representation of exactly what we were talking about. Bespoke made furniture uses every inch of the room, much less wear and tear. Vibrant colours and nicely designed. High quality beds, space underneath, gives you extra space in the room, and it really finishes the room off perfectly. Highly designed lights, nice bits of artwork, flat screen TV, super quality furniture. Now it's getting colder, condensation might become an issue, especially in a HMO where you get quite a few people living in one unit. So the average person gives off something between 1 and 2 pints of water every night. And what happens is this moisture, it condensates when it lands on the coldest part of the room. So if it's a window pane or an external wall, that's the point where it's going to turn to water, and then it's just going to condensate. So with most HMOs, when they're built to a really good specification, they should have all the fire safety in place, which is going to be your intumescent strips, your double glazing, really good insulation in the walls. Now, whilst this is really good for energy conservation and keeping your bills down, it's not great for condensation. And while double glazing is fantastic for making sure that all the heat stays in, at the same time, it's not got any natural ventilation. The old single glazed panels used to give you a bit of natural ventilation. That's all gone now. So the number one tip to stop mold is to find this condensation first. And the best place to look for it is going to be on your window pane. And it's just going to turn to water, it's going to run down, it's going to sit on your windowsill, and it's going to sit there until you clean it up. If you don't clean it up, it will turn to mold. This is the life cycle of water, and you can't do anything about it. So there's a couple of ways that you can help avoid mold. The first is to keep your heating on. It's been a big thing with the students where they really don't want to spend their money heating the house, but you have to heat your house. You have to make sure that the fabric of the building is at a decent temperature. This is going to stop any moisture condensating on the walls. Second one is to try and ventilate, because condensation it's a natural process. You can't really stop it, but what you can do is you can help it leave the building. So as long as you're keeping your house to a decent temperature, this will stay in the air and it will leave once you open the window. You can also help minimize the amount of moisture within the building by, for instance, using a tumble dryer in a house. So if you're washing your towels or your jeans and you're just taking them out and putting them on the radiator, they are full of water. And all that's going to do is just turn into moisture, and then that's going to travel around the house and condensate on the cold areas we spoke of previously. If you've got a tumble dryer, you can extract all that moisture before it comes out into the house and does any damage. Likewise, coats, you should kind of keep them in a hallway. If you're bringing in a damp coat and you're going into your bedroom and you're shutting the door and you're just hanging it up in a wardrobe that's cold as well, then you can get a lot of mold build-up within your wardrobe as well. I've seen that before. And if you're showering and if you're cooking, make sure your extractor fans are turned on. In most HMOs, they will come on automatically, and they should be humidistat ones, which means they'll keep going until the majority of the moisture is taken out of the air anyway. Make sure you don't turn the isolator off on the outside, because that will contribute towards you getting a load of condensation. So just to wrap it up, 3 top tips to avoid condensation. 1, make sure the house is ventilated. 2, make sure the house is heated to a decent temperature. And 3, just make sure your extractor fans are turned on. I'm Dan from Untitled Property. Like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next video.